beast. Pew pew pew, adventure on, Illuvium, until the dawn, hearts in tune. Pew pew pew, adventure on, Illuvium, until the dawn, hearts in tune. Mountains high, valleys low, in Illuvium we're set to go. Uncharted lands, secrets untold, brave and bold we march. Pew pew pew, light the way in Illuvium. We'll never stray, journey's begun. Pew pew, adventure on, Illuvium, until the dawn, hearts in tune. Mountains high, valleys low, in Illuvium we're set to go, we're set to go, I'm set to go. In the vast crimson wasteland, where the red dragon patiently waits, its eggs are laid in the searing heat, while relentless rangers are hot on their chase. With flames blazing in the air, the determined rangers press on without a care. Battling through the inferno, they find hope amidst the blinding glare. Under burning skies, hear the desperate cries. A legend begins to rise, soaring through the heights. Amid the smoldering ash, a single figure stands tall, holding the master shard, with the power to catch them all. Back to the mesa, where the dragon takes the lead. A trainer is born anew, shedding sorrows that were once their creed. Under burning skies, meeting each other's eyes, a legend begins to rise, soaring through the heights. For years they trained together, side by side through every trial, forging a bond of fire so deep it could never be concealed or denied. The rangers' endless patience met the dragon's unmatched might. Together they were forged in the darkest of nights, prepared for any fight. Under burning skies, meeting each other's eyes, a legend begins to rise, soaring through the heights. Countless flight attempts had many times failed, yet trust was slowly built. Within the dragon's fiery spell they sailed. Final trial demanded a leap of unwavering faith, as the dragon's wings spread wide, lifting them above the ominous wraith. Under burning skies, meeting each other's eyes, a legend begins to rise, soaring through the heights. With the ranger now soaring, fueled by the dragon's pride, they were free at last, gliding together on the wings of the sky. Sky and fire intertwined, their hearts beating as one. Though their journey ends, it is only just begun. Under burning skies, meeting each other's eyes, a legend begins to rise, soaring through the heights. Bound by flame and the endless the dragon and ranger forever entice.
Known by flame in the endless skies, the dragon and ranger forever entice.
Dark hollows my obsession, richness, it's my future. Shooting rocks low exalted, don't shard yourself. The giant mushrooms are chasing me through a abyssal basin, falling from the highest peaks of Brightland steps. The dragon's chasing me through crimson waste. Pew, 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 we adventure on Illuvium until the dawn. With every beat our hearts in tune. In Illuvium we find our fortune. Mountains high and valleys low, Illuvium we're set to go. Uncharted land secrets untold. In this adventure we're brave and bold. Light the way. In Illuvium we'll never stray, collecting wonders one by one. In this realm the journey's just begun. Pew, pew, in the Tolly it calls, he sharded in the south. Exalted, Uncharted mushrooms are chasing me through abyssal basin, falling from the highest peaks of Brightland steps. The dragon's chasing me through crimson waste. Pew, 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 we adventure on Illuvium until the dawn. With every beat our hearts in tune. In Illuvium we find our fortune. Mountains high and valleys low, Illuvium we're set to go. Uncharted land secrets untold. In this adventure we're brave and bold. Pew, 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 light the way. In Illuvium we'll never stray, collecting wonders one by one. In this realm the journey's just begun. Pew, pew, in the Tolly cause he sharded himself.
Pew pew, shooting rocks, flying through the air with jetpack and mag boots, mad socks. Forging gear every day, master sharding like pocket ready to catch them all. Sharding yourself, don't even try it. Pew pew pew, the battle's on. Illuvium calls a dream to dawn. Through the obelisk, go world anew. Fight for ETH with Mozart too. Fight for ETH with Mozart on my side. My drone of choice, it satisfies me. The greatest ramfire I will catch. With perfect stats, when will I write it? Soon. Pew pew pew, the battle's on. Illuvium calls a dream to dawn. Through the obelisk, go world anew. Fight for ETH with Mozart too. Fly too high in Brightland steps, slide down to crimson waste, glide over to abyssal basin, sprint up to Tiger Boreal, dive into Halcyon Sea, grapple hook over to crystal shores, but don't auto slide or you will die. pew, the battle's on. Illuvium calls a dream to dawn. Through the obelisk, a world anew. Fight for ETH with Mozart too.
Hello! How's it going? How we doing?
Pew, 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 shooting rocks, flying through the air with jet.
How's it going, everybody? This will be a tough one.
In my pocket, ready to catch them all. Sharding yourself isn't good. Dragon egg.
Sharding yourself isn't good. This will be a tough one, guys. There's a lot to talk about the airdrop points associated with... associated with the rewards we're getting for wave 40, 30, and 20. And we're gonna jump into it in a second, in a minute. Just give everybody the time to come in. And while we do that, we listen to some more Illuvium music right here. There is a lot to talk about, and a lot of this won't make a lot of people not happy. But I think it's the best for the DAO, I think it's the best for Illuvium, I think it's the best for the players, and I think it's needed. There is change needed, and we have talked about it. I've spent probably like 6 hours in the last 10 hours just talking, discussing, getting all the points, getting the community sentiment. And I'm reading the chat, and one of the first messages... Thank you so much for getting me 1 million airdrop points. You're the greatest, dude. And yeah. The gist of it is probably this 1 million value is going to be adjusted, because all you have to do is check out my video, my stream, copy paste the placement, and you get 1 million airdrop points. And it's not in line with all the other reward structures that we have, which take way longer, give way less points. The thing is, let me maybe start up the game, and we're gonna take it slower, right? We're gonna take it one by one. So the thing is, we don't want to remove the airdrop points completely, right? Because that would suck. I spent like 10 hours in the survival arena, try to make it happen. Also for you guys, you spend a lot of time in there doing it. And it would suck if you get 0 points for that, right? It would just be time lost. So just to confirm this, it's not the plan to remove them all together. The plan right now is to lower the points. Make it more in line with other rewards. Make it more fair. And make it not a thing that everybody has to do because it's the most valuable. And you just gotta put in time and to do this. Let me just quickly read up on chat. And also, let's put some music in here. And yeah, it's a tough one because it's gonna get me a lot of hate from all the people who have been using multi-accounts. But to be honest, those people I can go without. I don't mind if I drop some views, some likes, some subscribers from that, because I'm here for the DAO, I'm here for the community, I'm here for us, for the players. And fighting multi-accounters who just create 10 accounts, do this 1 million airdrop points 10 times a day on 10 different accounts, is just taking away from every other honest Illuvium player that is just playing one account, is just playing the game, because it just dilutes all the airdrop points and basically extracts values from the honest players. So that's, I think, a big hit that I have to take, a lot of heat that I have to take. I'm gonna get a lot of how do you call it? Like a lot of feedback from certain players, but I hope the real people, the real Illuvi heads, will be happy that we make this change, and it's an obvious choice that we do this, right? It just makes sense. But yeah, we're gonna talk about it in very detail. I just also want to jump into a game, so there's something going on screen. Took me 8 hours to unlock the wave 40. Exactly. That's why we don't want to take away all the points, right? It also took me over 8 hours to complete it, so I'm with you in this boat. Understand that I'm on your side. Hello, Stinky Feet. Hello, Illuvium. Hello, Wesley. JP, how we doing? Maneko coming in. I couldn't defeat Wave 40 yesterday. Well, maybe you're gonna be happy that we're gonna lower the points for that. Mercury, Hollow. They made a decision about survival points. Oh, what was that I just joined? Yeah, we're in the process of doing that. I'm drafting up a proposal right now. Now you're gonna tell us the last light was obsolete? It wasn't obsolete. But 1 million airdrop points, let's be real, for half an hour investment for some people. I know many people try for hours copying and it doesn't work because there's a bit of RNG involved. But let's be real, some people have made 10 accounts, spent half an hour per account just copying the waves and that way getting 1 million airdrop points, which is really unfair, I think. Every reasonable people know it's overvalued. Yes, sir. Makes no sense to waste $400 and have 200 to 500k points and play arena for free and get 1 million. Exactly. It should be a multiplier, and that's a big point, right, Mateos? I am totally agreeing. Everybody else is totally agreeing. It should be a multiplier. This would fix the whole thing, but this cannot be done right now. It possibly is going to be done for the next season. But right now it cannot be done. It's too much dev work. There's many more other critical bugs that need this dev work, and yeah, sadly this is not an option. I've talked to Kieran about it. I've talked to the team about it, and they cannot do it. Multi-accounting as unfair. Exactly. Multi-accounting, I will also talk to the team about it. Most likely all the multi-accounts who just created an account, went into Wave 40 and did that, they will just be banned, because this is obviously an exploit. This is not okay, and this is another topic that they are probably gonna ban multi-accounts. Mainly what we are addressing is that it's not fair for played users and for everybody to have a free-to-play feature that potentially just takes you 30 minutes of copy-pasting somebody else's gameplay, give you 1 million airdrop points. That's the big point there. I really hope they listen to your suggestion and make it a multiplier. Again, I tried to push for multiplier. I really did, because it would be a win-win. And I hope it's gonna be like this in the future, but it seems like it's not implementable right now. Yeah, which is sad, because it would have been just the perfect solution for our problem right here. Took me 50 minutes of copying your video, 1 million points. And 5 days of 10 hours each day for the under 700,000. There we go. Another proof right here. Spent the entire day to get to wave 40. That's the one demographic of players that's gonna be burned. Again, I'm also in that camp where I spend way more hours than I will get rewarded with the points, because we lower the points. But we cannot take care, because you see it right here. There's people who did it in 50 minutes and there's people who did it in 10 hours. We cannot make the points adjusted to the people who took the longest. We have to adjust them for the people who took the fastest, or somehow find a middle ground between there. So for example, if crafting all tier 0 weapons gives you 100,000 points and it takes 10, or let's take another example. Crafting all tier 0 stage 1 weapons takes you 3 hours and gives you 100,000 points. Well, getting to wave 40 maybe on average takes you 3 hours, should also give 100,000 points. If you know what I mean. Will it take away our points for this season or just for future season? As it looks like right now, nothing is confirmed yet, right? But as it looks right now, we're gonna or they're gonna be reducing the points from this season. So maybe for some people that spend a lot of time in it, it's not as fair, but it should be, on average, be fair to everybody to have like a fair compensation for their time spent. The plan is not to take all points away. And then we know there is a lot of problems in the overall structure, like not everything is perfectly aligned, but nothing is game breaking as those million points are. So the only thing that's gonna be changed right now is the million points, as it seems like, and all the rest will be reviewed and will be changed for season 2. That being said, I'm also here to ask you guys what other missions, what other milestones you think are also out of line and should be adjusted. Because before we post this proposal and lower this million airdrop, we should also check if anything else is way out of line, similar to this one, and we have to adjust any other ones. So if any of you also saw, we can quickly go through all the milestones together and check them if the other ones all add up. But if anybody saw critical flaws in any of the other milestones, please write it in the chat and we're gonna have a look at that, and maybe we can include it in the proposal. If it's too many, at one point we gotta cut it, right? We cannot include everything. As I said, this is the season 1, right? It's not perfect yet, and it's gonna be adjusted and made better every season. And we just need to fix the really critical things now, which is, in my opinion, the wave 40, wave 30, and wave 20. Because we also have to change wave 30 and 20 if we change wave 40 to align together. Compared to what you get catching all tier 5 stage 3s, for example, it's way too much for wave 40. I'm glad you guys agree. I was a bit scared I go live here and I'm gonna be burned at the stake. But in the end, I'm a... how do you call it? I take my job as a council member serious, and that's the reason why I want to do this proposal for the DAO, for the players, even though if the multi-accounters will hate on me, I don't care. I'm here to do my best service for the DAO, for the players, for you all. And yeah, I know that the true Illuvi heads will stick with me. And a lot of people have been getting heat for anything that goes towards taking away from multi-accounters, from airdrop farmers. And just to make clear, I got nothing, I got no problems, or there is no problem with people airdrop farming, just a free-to-play, doing this for a living, play to earn. This is totally fine, and I want everybody to have an awesome time in this 6 months of airdrop farming. It's only about multi-accounters, which is really where it comes to exploiting the game and really taking away from all the other players by yeah, doing unfair things. I dropped 2,000 points in the rankings, exactly. What's the stance on paying multi-accounts, by the way? I mean, as long as you're paying... What's the stance on paying multi-accounts? The thing is, once you pay, multi-account doesn't make sense anymore, right? Once you pay, this is out of the question. It's really all about free-to-play things with multi-accounting. For people to create 10 accounts a day once the wave 40 is possible and do this on 10 accounts and just, yeah. Other people, like they said, they spend 3 days getting 700,000 points, and then somebody else makes 10 accounts and gets 10 million airdrop points in total just by this. I'm so happy that the team is so proactive and investing into fair play. Just appreciate the enthusiasm. Love this project. Exactly. We're a DAO. We're all in here together. Obviously, there's always going to be mistakes made, right? If you have ever been a part of any gaming project, there's a lot of mistakes that happen along the way. But the good thing about Illuvium and the DAO is we can change, we can identify problems, and if they need an immediate fix like this one, we can change it immediately. So yeah. I think this is really cool, and yeah, this is also one of my favorite points of Illuvium and of this project. Watched your video all day long, couldn't get past wave 26. That's fair. I had a lot of messages from people that just didn't have enough time in one round to do all the changes that I did to my team. It's not as free as it seems, but yeah, those multi-accounters, they're also really good gamers, so for some of them it's easy to replicate this in 30 minutes. We're already out of energy. Hey, when you talk a lot, time flies by, huh? Well, in theory, going to wave 40 requires skill, in theory. Yeah, the thing is, they wanna make survival in the future dynamic. So you cannot just copy-paste somebody else's gameplay, but you actually gonna have to figure it out yourself. And at this point, I'm gonna be really happy because this is my expertise. I'm gonna be making gameplay guides to teach you how to be the best in survival, and then you achieve it yourself. And I like this way more than just showing you how to get to wave 40 and you copy-paste what I did. I want to teach you how to be the best version of the best gamer in this game. I don't want to teach you how to be the best copy-paster. So yeah, hopefully with next season we're gonna get dynamic survival, at which point everybody's gonna have maybe a different team or the same teams but different waves. So it's not gonna be copyable anymore. All right, let me focus for at least for 1 second, and we need some portals. Some portals for some extra energy, then we're out of this run. I like this game because you can just AFK farm rocks without thinking. And just talk to you guys. How much did the million points would be at the end of the day? Anybody know? I think somebody did the math, and like the million points with all the players added up to like $3 million of the total of, what was it, 12 million polish, so like a fourth. This could, again, it depends how many people create multi-accounts, but this, from what I've seen from one person calculating it, this could be like 3 million out of 12 million, which is insane, right? Which shouldn't be the case just for this copy-paste feature right here. I think the Illuvium 0 milestones are completely out of line, meaning too much or too little. And are those all free to play or actually the paid version? Because the paid everything... Fuck, stop shooting rocks, find a portal. There's one, finally. We need at least like 2-3 portals to not lose too much value in this run. So yeah, Illuvium, do you mean the paid milestones or the free-to-play milestones? Because it makes sense that paid milestones are giving way more rewards than the other ones. Trying to read up on chat. I think the multiplier for stage 3 tier 5 Hollows collection is way too low, but that's basically not gonna affect anyone. Yeah, I agree that it's like very hard to get all stage 5, tier 5 stage 3s in Holo. It could be a bigger pool, but yeah, that doesn't break the system, right? But I agree. Win 5k arena games, yeah, that's another topic, guys. That's on the other side of things where it's too hard. Right now, we need to adjust things that are too easy because those are exploitable. Those could be potentially dangerous and harmful for the DAO, for Illuvium, for the players. And those are the things we need to fix immediately. Things that are too hard, those I mostly agree. 5,000 points, 5,000 games. 5,000 games in specific, this has to be a high number. Because otherwise, somebody would just make a bot who spams games, right? This kind of has to be a high number. So either it's a bot that it's doing it, and then it should be easily detectable, or it's just a crazy guy who loves Arena, and he should have a high reward. And then it's kind of cool, because those people who are really like super in love with Ascended Arena just want to do that. They will actually are going to be one of the only ones who get that big reward, which is kind of nice in my opinion. Illuvium 0 has no rewards almost. Yeah, we can look at this. I'm down to just open up the milestones tab and check it out together. I'm just looking for one more portal. I'm a little bit disorganized because I'm mainly focusing on talking here. Gameplay today is a little bit... it's not the important thing right now. Oh, 200 energy. All right, let's get at least 2 more things here. Quickly. All right, I guess we screwed that one up, which is fine. That's like, what, 10 cents? I would like to have milestones for 0. Fair. Fair, very fair. I thought we had more milestones, didn't we? No, I looked through it. We don't have. We have like daily quests and weekly quests for 0, right? My land was Nexus 6 level 200, and today I got locked off and it went to 125. You have to talk to Illuvium support about that. That's not my expertise. I know this sucks a lot. I don't think anyone pays to play stage 3 would disagree that it's too many points. Yep. Is it a good is this game good for earning money? Sure. I haven't done the math and compared it to other pay to earn games, but I know people made like over $1,000 in the testnet. Now it's a bit different because you have to pay for some of the milestones, but I think you can still make a decent amount of money. But I'm not sure. Maybe somebody knows if it's actually worth playing completely free to play for the airdrop points. 10,000 survival game for 200,000 points. You can clear wave 1 and then abandon. Yes, it counts. I tested. So just create a bot to clear wave 1, then abandon. I agree, but I think Illuvium is on top of botters, and I think this would be easily recognizable. If you see someone who just started and abandoned 1,000 games per day, which will still take 200 days. But yeah, I think that this would be recognizable. And maybe if you get all your 200,000 games by just abandoning, then you would also be disqualified. I would have to check with the team how they handle stuff like this. You guys have to accept the fact that every day a guy will beat wave 40 and will probably share his strategy in the community. There's no right thing to do unless change reward to a multiplier. Yes, change reward to a multiplier is hopefully the end goal. Right now we cannot do that, sadly, because it takes too much dev work. Right now, lowering the amount should be enough, so you only get rewarded for the time you put in. And we recognize that it's pretty much free because the gameplay is so static and you can just share it, right? And the solution to this is, like I said, dynamic survival, but I'm reading up on the chat way above, so maybe we already talked about this. Yeah, but hopefully we're gonna get the dynamic survival arena where you cannot copy paste it anymore. Wave 40 is not the only problem. There are bots grinding 100,000 arena games played. All right, I'm gonna check with the team on this one. That's a good point. Thank you for mentioning that. Also, thank you for the person who mentioned it above. Read my message up, please. I hope I caught it by now, Stinky Feet. I'm just trying to catch up on the messages. Tyrone, how's it going? I mean, banning abuses is the right thing, but it is fair to remove my points. But is it fair to remove my points after I spent tens of hours mastering team building and positioning because people abused multiple accounts and copied each other? No, it's not fair. That's why we're not going to remove all your points. But we have to find a middle ground, so we're going to lower the points most likely. And the good thing is all the hours that you spent in getting better at the game will help you in the future with other milestones and yeah, also in other seasons and so on. So it's not all lost. I was the first per day twice. That's good. You get extra points for that. We're not going to change that. Even finished 50 waves yesterday. God damn, Sonic is gaming. I mean, if you're... Sonic, here comes the good point. Here comes really the good point. If you are one of the really good, one of the best players in Illuvium PvP-wise, you have a very, very bright future ahead of you. Because win or play good to earn is going to be a big thing in Illuvium. Esports events and all this stuff, if you're one of the best players in the Senate Arena, you're going to be good. So don't worry about that. You're gonna get some lower points for survival, but you're building the skills to actually earn a lot of money in all the tournaments, in all the PvP esport things that Illuvium will do. This is a huge point in Illuvium. The founders and everybody in Illuvium is very, very focused on making this competitive. Right now, we need to fix the game and fix critical bugs and make everything go smooth. As soon as the game is running smoothly, there's gonna be a lot of esport, a lot of tournaments, a lot of ways to earn if you're a good player. So yeah, Sonic, you have a bright future ahead of you. Don't you worry. I also think the arena spamming whilst rendering people should probably be not able to exploit it. I'm gonna write that right now to my council members and see what they say. Give me a second. Also have some other messages. Give me 1 second, I just need to check a little bit. We're gonna jump right back into it. Just need to check if I voted on all the proposals, but I think I did. It's some hectic times in the council right now, which is cool. I like it. We're making stuff happen. One second. All right. I voted on all the proposals. We're good. We're good. We're good. Now I'm just gonna quickly talk to the council, write a message. And then we're gonna continue with chat. It's gonna be we still have to talk a few things, guys. We're not done here. Chat in stream when asked what other milestones are unfair, they say bots are starting and surrendering arena games to get to 10k. Is this being just been all right. I'm asking the team and the council if we are fixing people being able to just spam arena games, surrendering games, and getting the points for that. Because you got a lot, you get also a lot of airdrop points for that, right? The best way to handle 40 would be to remove the 1 million airdrop points and replace it with a multiplier. Yes. Again, I will. I will repeat a lot of things we have already said, but there's new people coming in who also want to know. So yeah, multiplier is not possible. I talked to Kieran, I talked to the team. We're gonna lower the points most likely, and then in the next season, hopefully we get a multiplier. This could be a bad one. Reach rank 1 and the daily ascendant arena leaderboard. If you're the first one of the day and first out, you would be rank 1. If you are first... No, you need to be the first at the end of the day. It doesn't help if you get up 1 minute after reset and do it. There are no Illuvium 0 milestones yet. Not sure there will be next season. Sorry for being sarcastic. So about Illuvium 0 having no milestones yet, please bring that up in, for example, the governance channels, in the ideas channels, like write a feedback about this. And talk about it, because if there's a lot of people who feel the same way, I think it makes absolute sense to have Illuvium 0 free to play, give milestones rewards, just to incentivize people to play it. I think they should add it. I would assume they will add this, but it's always good to bring this to attention and let them know, hey, I think the same way, we should do this, and then it's definitely gonna happen. 10,000 survival games for 200,000, you can clear wave 1 and abandon, yes. Do we get 0 milestones missions? Hopefully in season 2. Let's see. Again, let them know you want this. Is there a way to see your milestones progress? I don't see them on the mission tab. Yeah, you should see them. Alright, I just talked to the team about the bots spamming arena games to get to the 100,000, and Rich confirmed we can remove that type of things. And that is not going to be a problem. Bots that spam arena games to get to the 100,000 will be removed. Alright, we just got an announcement. We're starting the deployment of a patch to the arena in 10 minutes. Cool. Let's see what changes in the arena. Alright, let's quickly get through the rest of the message. So I'm up to date, I'm live. Right now I'm like 10 minutes behind the messages. Multiplier. Illuvium 0 daily missions is not fair for lower than tier 4 landholders. This is again something for the next season. Please let the team know, write some feedback, talk to other people about it, post something about it. This is something that needs to be addressed, but it's not like a critical bug that we need to fix right now to not cause any damage to the DAO. Would be nice to give this feedback to the devs. That's the good thing with the DAO, with the Illuvium Discord. Everybody is able to reach the devs. There is a channel called Feedback Ideas. If you make a post there, other people can put their input in, the devs will see it, and this will move things along very nicely. I was rank 140 before the videos for the Wave 40, and now I'm rank 370. Exactly, that's where we're gonna change it. The thing that it's free, the problem is that it's free and gives disproportionate rewards compared to paid rewards. Yeah, that's an overarching problem for many of the free-to-play rewards. We cannot fix all of them right now. Many of them have to wait for Season 2. We have to fix the most drastic ones, which I think is just Wave 40 at the moment. And it's not about being free or being able to be copied. It's all about the time you need to do it. And if you need 30 minutes to do something that gives you 1 million airdrop points, it does not make sense. Let's nerf other tier 0 rewards. I agree. That will happen in Season 2. It feels like it's not gonna happen right now because we cannot rework the whole system on the fly. This takes too much dev time away. We have to polish Gauntlet. We have to remove critical bugs. There's like really important things that need time. So if there's nothing that's more important than that, it has to wait, right? Even though it's very important still, but there is even more important things going on. Makes sense, I think. Lowering the Wave 40 points is fine to the abuse, due to the abuse. That makes sense. Takes a lot of time to mine all of tier 0. Crafting tier 0 weapons could just take you... Yeah, yeah. Is there gonna be an actual ladder similar to TFT, League, Hearthstone, any other game? Yes, 100% Hollow. That's what we're aiming for. But first we need a stable game, a stable meta. But that's coming very, very soon. Kieran, I think, is one of the biggest PvP esports ranked nerds. Many people. This is a huge point for Illuvium to have a good esports scene that also gives us a big growth and exposure and marketing. So yeah, this is definitely coming. We're just still in the first week of launch, right? Where usually all of those games that you listed took them probably longer than 1 week to get all their ranked leaderboards out and stuff, to have a stable game. Are you not worried that the game has no adoption? Again, I think once we have ranked and good Gauntlet, Arena, and all those free-to-play games really polished and with leaderboards and ranked, I think we're gonna see way more adoption. Overworld, yes, has a bit low of adoption. We're also talking in council about that. For example, bringing something in like, how's it called? Battle passes. And the battle pass you would be able to buy with a credit card, so you don't need ETH, wallet, or anything. You just go in, buy a battle pass, same like in other games. And then this battle pass gives you also fuel to go into stage runs, which would be a little bit of a smoother onboarding option for many people. Is it worth to buy fuel to play stage 1 to stage 3 overworld? That's your decision. In my mind, every Illuvial you capture is a long-term risky investment, because at one point those Illuvials will not be able to be captured anymore. So in 2 years, maybe Atlas is super OP, but there is no more Atlas to be captured. So all the Atlas you captured now might be worth a lot. That's just my opinion. You gotta figure that out for yourself. Right now, it's all investing, right? You don't get a lot out of it. It's definitely not play to earn. It's play to own right now, the overworld paid experience. I think we have to get paid to play levels to be profitable, or this will go the way of every crypto game last bull run. It's such a shame because it's an awesome game with beautiful graphics. Yeah, we're working on it, but the solutions to this are really hard, right? There's, for example, one solution, you lower, for example, all the travel, you lower the costs a lot. So instead of playing $11 for a run, you play $3 for a stage 3 run. But what about all the people now that paid so much money for the $11 run in the first week, right? You gotta compensate them somehow. So yeah, the team is aware of all of this. Everybody wants more players in, wants more adoption, but we have to find a good solution to do it. I think Battle Pass would be a great first step, and also just being able to buy fuel with credit card and then this Battle Pass with credit card. And these are all things that are being worked on right now. And this is what I mean with we cannot overhaul the whole airdrop system, because this takes too much dev time away from features like buying fuel with credit card, which would help a lot in onboarding new players and stuff like this. How does the multiplier work exactly? Does it multiply all the points you have? It is triggered when you unlock it, and then all the points you have will be multiplied, but it's ongoing. So after you get the multiplier, points you get will still be multiplied. Is there a new roadmap for the game so far? I don't think there's a roadmap out, but there is all the features that we already know are coming, being worked on. Polishing, Gauntlet, fixing onboarding, fixing credit cards, all that stuff. The bottom runs of the ladder have pretty obvious bots spamming messages. Yeah, I talked to the team, I talked to Rich. Rich confirmed they will remove bots botting the 10,000 arena games, so don't worry about this. Illuvium got it covered. Players need to stop getting hung up on worrying that someone is getting something they are not. Seen this before, and this idea is what makes crypto games fail and doesn't need to fail. Well, it's a lot different because we're talking about people extracting money, right? In other games, this is not really the case that you can extract money. So it's a very dangerous road to go down. And first of all, we need to keep the DAO and the Illuvium project safe, to not anyone be able to extract too money from it, where it could go into insolvation or whatever. And we need to keep the players safe who are playing right now for money, that they don't get scammed, for example, by multi-accounters. It clearly stated in voting page, remove all survival mode milestones and any points earned in season 1. This is the old proposal. I'm drafting a new one right now. The old proposal will likely not go through, because it also includes dynamic survival, which is just another point which don't need to be in the proposal. This is something the team already works on. So yeah, it shouldn't have been included in the other proposal. First of all, we shouldn't remove all points, because players should still have something for the time investment. We should just lower the points. And secondly, there shouldn't be mention of survival being dynamic, because this is something the team is working on. This is something for next season. this is not important right now. Right now, need time to keep players and motivate them to get some more people playing. Missions and Milestone is brilliant. Things will be messy at times. Yeah. I thought there was a vote a while ago that they aren't allowed to change the airdrop structure or points mid-season. Yes, there was a vote, a proposal. It was the proposal 58, the revised version of proposal 58. And it stated it's not allowed to change them unless there is an exploit or a bug being used, which would be the case for the Monarch, and which would also be the case for multi-accounters, which falls under exploiting the airdrop system. It doesn't apply to 1 million airdrop points. This is a mistake by Illuvium. This is not an exploit, so it cannot be changed by Illuvium themselves due to proposal 58R. But it can be changed by a new proposal. It can be overruled by a new proposal, and that's what this new proposal that I'm drafting right now is for. And I'm also getting help from the other council members drafting this, so we get a good one out. Everything is gonna be perfect this time, and we get... The most important for me right now is that we get clarity, that we don't get more people grinding like crazy for wave 40 if they don't know how much actual points they will get. They believe 1 million points right now, which we have established is way too much, doesn't make sense. Maintenance going on. Am I getting kicked in a second? So yeah, we need to change this. They do what they want. No, we don't. We don't, Sonic. Again, I just explained it, but yeah. Proposal 58R states that exploits and bugs do not fall under it, or an exception from it. And a new proposal can rule over old proposals. Otherwise, you would be stuck always with old, outdated proposals. And we're talking right here about a new proposal changing the 1 million air point structure, lowering it for the survival waves because it's hard. It can potentially be harmful for the players and for the DAO and for the Illuvium as a whole. Will they remove points from new accounts that arrived in wave 40? If it goes through, everybody who has that million point from the wave 40, it will get reduced to a new value that is determined by Illuvium Labs. Why would you call me a bot? Definitely not a bot. You're a real person, don't you worry, Maddie. I have not even finished level 40. And for information... Yeah, stay respectful, everybody in the chat. Definitely, I don't want to start moderating too much if you start fighting in here. This is supposed to be a very constructive and positive environment. So you can always discuss things, but never get disrespectful with each other, and never try to, just stay cool, guys. We're all here, and we're all in this together. I would really like the holo points back. Yeah, that's something for the feedback channel. Can I ever reach the bottom of these comments? Yeah, there's stuff being said in here that goes too far. So both Juan and Mari, chill out, or you're gonna get a timeout. Where are you? You can always scream at each other in DMs. I don't care about that. Where are you selling this information? Could you send me the link? I'm gonna have the link out after the stream. I will post a proposal. First, I wanted to go live. I wanted to get some community sentiment, see how you all feel, see if there is any other things we need to adjust before we put it out. That's the main reason for this stream. Would also be great if we could use the fusion for the milestones. If a fuse at stage 2 or 3 doesn't count for the milestones. Again, this is a very good point. I agree also with this one, but this would be something for the next stage, something for the feedback ideas channel in Illuvium Discord, something to add on. Right now, we're trying to fix critical errors, to fix critical mistakes. I saw this in the Discord, but what are your thoughts about us getting free stage 1 run or something like that? It's very hard, right? Because multi-accounts could just come in, extract value from free stage 1 runs, and stuff like this. So everything that has money attached to it, getting money for free, it is very hard for Illuvium to not take risk in there and being abused by botters. And yeah, my example or my idea would be again a battle pass. Everybody loves battle passes. You pay 50 bucks for a battle pass, you get 30, 40 bucks out fuel, and then you, for the rest 10, 20 bucks that you lose, you get actually skins for it. So yeah, you cannot extract value from the battle pass. You just gain some fuel to do the stages, you gain consumables, and it's way more aligned with Web 2 games where everybody now thinks battle pass is the thing and nobody thinks this is a bad thing, right? I think that's a really good way to onboard Web 2 players, to have battle passes. Everybody loves them. How the hell do you catch a tier 5 stage 3 ramp fee otherwise? Yes, this is also right now being discussed among the council, among the main council and sub-council, that we might lower possibility of a tier 5 stage 3 appearing, because right now the chances are very low, and we're thinking about if this would be better if you sometimes have the chance of seeing a tier 5 stage 3 alluvial. Nick actually had a good idea there. You see them more often, but it's way harder to catch them. So maybe you just have a, you know, less than 5% chance to catch them, but you see them every other run. Something like this would be cool. But then again, you gotta do all these changes with a lot of care, because it's very easy for people to exploit stuff like this, and it's also, it kind of sucks for everybody that has already tier 5 stage 3s, like me, like most of you guys. Because the value would drop in them. So we always got to be careful to... we want to shift the game to somewhere where it's better, but we don't want to screw everybody up who was an early adopter. So for example, it would be cool if a tier stage 3 run would cost $1 instead of $10. Yes, would be cool. But what about all the people who paid for their old stage 3 runs? Gotta compensate them somehow. I just want to let you know all of these things. Illuvium, the council, the team, constantly thinking about it, constantly trying to come up with solutions. If you have solutions, if you have ideas, please post them in the feedback channel. We read it, team reads it, and yeah, we all together, I think, as a combined DAO, can come to really great solution and can make Illuvium the dream game, the perfect game that we all want it to be. Cool that the mistake of the project lead to punishment for active free-to-play players. That's our fault. The project isn't able to battle against the bots and haven't enough time to change the milestones. No, it's not your fault, and it sucks that some people getting burned. But we have to fix it, right? There is mistakes made. There's always going to be mistakes made. Nobody in this world is perfect. The most important thing is trying to fix them in the best way possible, and that's what we're trying to do here. And the thing is, not only free-to-play players are being burned, because everybody did those wave 40. Pretty much everybody at this point, every active player tried it or did it. So I think we're in this together, and it's a positive outcome for everybody, even for the free-to-play players, because you're gonna lose 1 million airdrop points, or I don't know, 900,000 if now the new value will be 100,000, but you will gain so much more money out of the allocated prize pool for the airdrop, because you're gonna have now a bigger pie in it, because maybe there is 1,000 accounts with each 1 million airdrop points gone, disqualified. I don't know if everybody can follow along with this calculation, but losing the points yourself, but all these thousands of multi-accounts, hundreds or maybe thousands of multi-accounts with million points, losing their points as well, it's gonna give you more points on average, right? So this is a good thing. You're not losing out. You're not losing out. It sucks. You maybe lost out on a little bit of time, but you're still going to get some points, so it's not going to be that bad. The only people that's going to lose is those people who spend maybe 8 hours, maybe 10 hours getting to wave 40 instead of the people who spend like 1 hour to get there. But somebody will always get burned, right? We have to find a solution, and I think this is the best one we can come up with, except the multiplier, which is not possible right now. I understand that the current model needs so much revenue, but current attitude from holders will kill the income of new players. Robocop, what's up? What did I miss? Scroll back, but we keep reiterating similar problems, also addressing new problems. But yeah, we're almost there. We're almost at the bottom of the messages. Game is on maintenance right now. Was disconnected now. Can't log in. Yes, in Discord announcement channel it was posted. Arena is updating right now. For 2 hours, Overworld and Arena is down, so I'm the only one left in the Overworld. Hey, everybody come in. Now we can talk. Nobody can play. Everybody has to listen. But for real, it's all down? Is everybody out or just everybody who was in a run is out? Is somebody else still in Sanctum Mesa? Can I force stuff? I don't want to get disconnected. We can just try to jump as far as possible. That's our new goal. Patch 2-hour downtime. Man, they changed the survival. Can you pass it again so I can do it? I will do it again. I will do wave 40 again. Because no matter what the new point will be, if we lower them, it will still be worth to do it, right? You can still copy paste it. That's not going to be changed yet. That's going to be changed in the future with dynamic survival. But for now, you can copy paste it. I know it's good content. People want to see it. I have a lot of fun doing it. So yeah, we're gonna do it again. But it's probably not gonna be 1 million airdrop points. That's what I'm trying to say here. I wanna soften the blow. I wanna tell everybody what's up. I wanna be transparent. I wanna give you my reasons, my motivation. I wanna explain stuff to you. And I wanna let you know that this is I'm here for the project. I'm here for the DAO. I'm here for the free-to-play players. I'm here for the paying players. And this is the best solution for everybody. And the only people really getting burned is people who made 100 accounts, copy-pasting 1 million airdrop points into them, which I don't have a problem of them being mad at me. Yeah, that is alright. Are you still in the game, though? Yeah, they made an exception for me. If you just lower, people will still keep making your accounts, even if it's 30k. Yeah, 30k would be too much, for example. It needs to be as low where those 30 minutes or whatever you need minimum is not really worth it, the time commitment anymore. And also multi-accounts will be banned, right? This is the other part of it. Illuvium Labs is in their right to ban multi-accounts. If somebody creates an account, logs into the arena, plays a level 40, they're gone. And also if you play a little bit of Zero first and then do it, you're gone. This is an exploit, and this will be handled by Illuvium, and this is in their terms of service. Multi-accounting and botting is wrong, and that falls into developers taking care of this area. Solution might be every time you play survival, you get a random encounter each time you play. Yes, that's what I meant with the dynamic survival. This will come for the next season, most likely. And that will help a lot and make also survival better. You know, imagine you play survival, you get up to wave 32 and you're like, all right, I'm done. I tried enough. I want to play something new. Maybe you have like 5 rerolls per day. You can reroll your composition. Boom. You have a new survival and you can play again. Like, it will make this game way more addictive and you can play a lot more. And yeah, it's going to be cool, I think. After beating wave 40, it took me right to the screen restart checkpoint. Upon clicking it, it was sent to wave 41. Is this intentional? Yes. It's not intentional, but it's a known bug. You need to beat wave 40 2 times to move on. Atom Molecule, thank you for the kind words. I'm sorry if you said already something about it. No worries, we're here for it. I'm gonna address all the questions. Nobody can play. I cannot play anyway. I'm not going to even try to go in a region. Apparently the servers are down, so we're here for it. Some missions, a lot of money, and you get so little points from that. Yeah, that's something that will be addressed in Season 2. Paid missions, paid milestones have to award more. Free-to-play missions award less. Tier 0 missions have to have more milestones as well. You'll make a full guide to Survival Wave 40. Yes, I will. Yesterday I did it on stream, but I want to make a full video guide on it as well next time we beat it. Just know it's going to be not 1 million airdrop points. Might be considered a small thing, but Illuvials keep getting stuck in the market. Yeah, I've seen that as well. Again, those are the things the team is right now working on, right? The game came out a few days ago. We have those critical bugs that need to be addressed, and that's why we cannot change the full airdrop system. We just have to change those really critical ones, the dangerous ones. But why use the battle pass if I just get out what I paid? Well, that's always the case. If you buy a battle pass in League of Legends, first of all, you don't get any money back. You only get skins out of it. And in this case, you get out of a $30 battle pass, you get $20 of fuel out of it and $10 of skins. That's how battle passes work, right? You give money to get like extra skins. The incentive here is getting skins for it as well. And it's something that maybe not a Web 3 gamer wants because they just want the most fuel, not skins. But that's something a Web 2 gamer wants. Yo, Lipon Roy, I see you right here in the chat on stream. Please don't spam the same message, dude. I'm going through the messages one by one. Don't need to post it 5 times, dude. They should find a way to add some of the points deleted from survival into high-ranking arena points. Yeah, that's something for the feedback channel. Please get a video Ascendant ranked game. Best combo. Best team for the Ascendant ranked. I have a video out how to build your best team in the overworld. All the things I talk in this video, all the strategies, all the tactics how to build your best team can also be applied to the Ascendant arena. And what I'm teaching you there is how to make your best team with everything. And I'm sure you find it on my channel. It's called How to Make the Best Team in Overworld. And you can use this for the Ascendant arena. But Lipon, I hear you. I will make more videos about the best team in the Ascendant arena. Problem right now is you're probably gonna not be able to get them. Because you need a Titan or you need a Dual F, you need big Illuvials for the best teams. I've been trying to make a Berserker Verdant deck happen with my Berserker Verdant weapon, but I'm still missing Titanor and other things, right? For the best teams, you need a lot of tier 5 stage 3 Illuvials. So that's why I haven't made videos on that yet. But if you scroll way back, like a few months back, I made like daily videos about the best teams in the Ascendant arena, because back then it was free to play. We had God accounts. You could play every team, and those teams are still viable. It's still Dust Revenant with the option of Ramfire Monarch. Then we have Verdant Berserkers. Then we have Behemoth. Now we even have maybe Behemoth Bloom Arcanite again. What else we got? Yesterday we saw the new Toxic deck, which is going to be huge as well. But just for the Toxic deck, the 100 cost weapon, it's going to cost you like $350, which is crazy. But this is where we at right now. I'm not super happy about the high prices and inaccessibility of everything either. But that's why we also have Gauntlet, completely free to play game mode. That's why we also have Survival, right? I think Ascendant Arena should be a bit more achievable. Leviathan is supposed to be for the whales, but right now Ascendant Arena is also for the whales. But there's also some cheap, really good teams. For example, Ascendant Arena, Flish deck, completely free to play. The standard deck, the Hot Fish it's called, really good. You can make a really good Revenant Dust team with the Gyro, with Kukurov, with Gazotep, very cheap. Probably $20-30 you get the full team. So there is definitely options for that. Right, let me drink a sip of water. Wait, the million points have been removed? No. We're talking about reducing the amount. So it's not a million anymore, because this is exploitive and this takes away from the real players if people make multi-accounts and just get 1,000,000 points in 30 minutes. But the plan is that you still get some points, like 50k, I would say now. But the exact number is up for Illuvium Labs to decide. We'll check the beginning of the video, do that, no problem. But also we can repeat things, it doesn't matter. Will the points be removed from everyone or only for those who have multi-account? You cannot prove that somebody has a multi-account. How could somebody prove this, that I have a multi-account? They could not prove that this account is a multi-account. So yeah, it's gonna just be reduced. Andre, hey from Germany, hey back. I'm still in a match of arena, lucky you. We're the chosen ones. We're still allowed to play. I like your logic. Don't think we know how many multi-accounts we are, and right now it would hurt us to keep 100 or 1,000 multi-accounts. This way you will get, yeah, that's the gist of it, guys. The only one that is being hurt is people with multi-accounts. Everybody else is gonna get more money, even though they're losing some airdrop points now when we lower those 1 million. I tried to use the obelisk and got booted. Alright, I will not do that. Now it's time to forge a tier 5 stage 3 suit. If you log out, you might not be able to log in again. Do the wave 40, please. We're gonna do the wave 40, probably not today. We did it yesterday. Took me like 4 hours or something. I don't care if it's not 1 million. I'm just so bad in arena. Well, you're at the right place. I've dedicated this channel for to teach people how to play Illuvium, and especially focusing on Ascendant Arena. Now we're gonna also focus on Gauntlet because I was a pretty good TFT player as well, and we're gonna also focus on survival. I'm gonna do a full survival guide, just teaching you the game, right? I'm not gonna. Maybe probably on stream I'm gonna do wave 40 where you can follow along and just copy paste. But YouTube guides, gameplay guides, I will do. Is where I want to teach you the game, how to play it, so you can reach it on your own. That's my goal in here. Whales want to remove free-to-play players from the game? Not at all, dude. Free-to-play players are a big backbone of the ecosystem, and a lot of things are designed just for free-to-play players. Gauntlet, survival, all the zero aspects. Is smurfing bannable? No, we're talking about extracting monetary value from Illuvium with multi-accounts. This is a problem. Smurfing is a normal thing in competitive play. If you have 2 accounts that play Gauntlet, no problem. But we have seen it in the past with Ascendant Arena leaderboards, rewards that you wasn't allowed to have 2 accounts in the leaderboards getting money for both of them. You're just allowed to be paid on 1 account is, I think, the gist of it. Please get a video about Ascendant Ranked Illuvium Squad. We addressed that. No one reached 40 today. Haven't looked yet. My friend, what is the drop in ranking because of the Ascendant Ranked? Was the drop in ranking because of the Ascendant Ranked? No, it was because of the wave 40, because of the 1 million airdrop points that everybody got yesterday. It was pretty much a free day, really strong team. Did they catch your attention for sharing the survival arena? Yeah, but I've been doing this for a long time, right? Also another influencer did it, so yeah, a lot of people got it yesterday, but this is not the problem. This is fair game. Everybody can get advice from YouTube videos. The problem is really that it's too much for the time needed. It takes you 30 minutes at best to copy paste everything. You shouldn't get 1 million for that, especially not because it's free to play. Plus, people can make thousands of accounts and do it over and over again, extracting value from honest players. Those are the problems. Reaching wave 40 will be difficult. It is very difficult, but that's what I'm here for. I'm trying to teach you the game. For me, it's not so difficult anymore. It's still, while streaming, it's still a bit harder to focus on the game and everything, but it's definitely doable multiple times per month, and I'm sure we're gonna get 1 more day where we can do it. It's only me who thinks that you should not be able to catch stage 3 or 2 Illuvial. It should be only evolution. I think you're in the minority with this, but I'm torn between those sides because we have talked to Kieran. Kieran has talked to us. He thinks we should lower the chance of Illuvials being tier 5, stage 3 Illuvials showing up, so you see more Ramfires, more Titanors running around. But I think they should stay that rare. He says, "Oh, I want that wow effect when I see a Ramfire," but that's just us who have seen Ramfires before. I think new players, and I'm soon, are gonna get that wow effect when they see a Ramphy running around. Because, oh my god, this is 1/9 of a Ramfire. And then, once in a full moon, somebody will capture a Ramfire in the open world. And that's gonna be like the craziest moment. I think I like it how they are right now. Very rare. Do you think it would be better if Illuvial's amount would be limited, something like NFT collections? They are limited. There is a bonding curve in Illuvium. So for every Archie you capture, the next Archie is going to be harder to be captured. And after, it's going to be harder. And 1 point, you cannot capture all the Illuvials we see right now. At 1 point, are not going to be able to be captured anymore. Which is the whole point. And I'm surprised so many people don't know that. We should make more advertisement around that. Because this is one of the biggest points. Every Illuvial you capture now, maybe in 2 years, this is not... It's capped. The supply of Illuvials is capped. I don't know when it's gonna happen. But at one point, all these Illuvials are gone. We're gonna get new Illuvials, new versions of those Illuvials that we have right now. So for example, there will be a Frost Rampfire, or there will be a Verdant Seer. Just so they don't have to do a full new artwork of 150 Illuvials. And there's also gonna be new Illuvials introduced with other sets. So once this set is completed, once the bonding curve is over and everything cannot be captured anymore, a new set will come out. And all the old Illuvials will never be able to be captured again. Which is the biggest point for me, at least. And also I talked to Aaron Warwick on an interview, and he confirmed that all the Illuvials, they try to make them playable forever. So a Rampfire will always be able to play it. So it's not going to be like in Hearthstone where you have the wild queue, where some cards are not playable anymore. What's the best team I can make as a free-to-play player to prepare to go to stage 1 with? I have a video for that. Let me quickly post my Essentials Guides playlist on YouTube. In this playlist, I put everything together, all my up-to-date guides, which I think are the most important for beginners, also for experts, to check out. So I'm gonna post it as playlist because 2 people have already asked about it. Yeah, there's all my guides. I think they're really good. I think it should be all included. If something is not included in there, let me know. But this one is called shut up. This one is called Create the Best, or it's called Ultimate Illuvium Overworld Team Building Guide. And this is about how you can create your best team with whatever you captured. And I don't wanna show you, okay, create this team, this is how you do it, this is the winning team. I wanna give you the tools to create a good team out of anything you get. That's what I'm trying to achieve with this guide. And this can also be applied to the Ascendant Arena. It's the same principles. The only thing that is not up to date anymore is back then we had bonding. So you would bond with an Illuvial and get its affinity. Now we have weapons that have synergies and affinities, like the toxic enchanter weapon and stuff like this. But everything else completely fine, and yeah. So check that out, and I hope that helps you. If there is any questions after watching this, please let me know. Alright, where did I stop? Sorry. We're almost through. Did you consider removing wave 30 and 20 arena? We're also gonna lower them. We cannot only lower wave 40, so also wave 30 and 20 are gonna be lowered to align with this. Any tips for beating wave 40? I came too late to the discussion. The most important tip that I can give you, every 20 mastery points you save, you're gonna get 1 income. And this is gonna be very important in the first 10 waves to save a lot of income, to build up an economy, to get into the late game. And then again, find out what the classes are for. Bulwarks are tanks. Those are supposed to be in the front line or in the back line catching the rogues. Scions are casters, fighters are fighters, rogues are rogues, empaths are supports. And then position them strategically. Your bulwarks are supposed to take the damage. If your Scion unit is taking damage and dying early on, you made something wrong in positioning. Are they updating now? Yeah, we have a 2-hour update, I think. I'm really happy I'm still in here. We're gonna try to make the furthest jump possible. So usually I go from this rock right here. This is my starting point, and we're gonna go as far as possible to the ship. I think the furthest I managed was like kinda here. Let's see how far we can go. You jump, you spam the jetpack, and then you diagonal jump just before the floor. You should be able to go a long way. Here we need to jump a bit earlier to get over the stones. Are we going far? Sliding counts as well. Oi! Hey! Pretty much! I don't know if sliding should count. We made it to the tip of the iceberg. That's the distance we covered. Alright, back to reading. Sorry, I want to play. What was your peak in TFT? Well, as I just said, I was pretty good in TFT. I didn't want to say my exact rank, but I was master. But to be fair, in my defense, master doesn't sound like a lot, but I stopped at master. I think once you reach master, you have mastered the essential things to then be able to grind all the way to Challenger. And I've confirmed this with some Challenger players who confirmed that once you reach Master, from Master to Challenger, it's mostly about the grind. Like, you understand everything, you just need to put in the hours and grind up there. And I didn't do that. I reached Master, was happy, I went and played another game. In Dota Underlords, when it was in beta, I was in, how was it called? White Spire, Lord of the White Spire. So that was like, what, top 100, I think? And here in the Ascendant Arena, it was top 5, was my highest. Which I think I got the chance to be at least top 3, top 2. I think Viper is definitely better than me, and there is a lot of other good players, but I think I have a fighting chance against anybody else in Illuvium, except maybe Viper. I recognize that he's really a professional strategy player. Shout out to him. As a free-to-play player, I would even suggest to make KYC for the free-to-play players. That's a bit too much. It's going to be hard to onboard players. We already have the crypto wall for Web 2 players to onboard. If they have to do a KYC too, nobody's going to come in. But yeah, KYC was discussed when we had Arena leaderboards, when Arena leaderboards were paying out. If you didn't know, guys, what I talked about earlier, if you're a good PvP player, if you're one of the best players in Illuvium, you're gonna have a bright future ahead of you. Because there's gonna be a lot of esports tournament and stuff to earn if you play good in the game. And yeah, back then with the Arena leaderboard rewards, there was KYC being discussed, but even that you can cheat, right? You can't just sign up your sister, your mother, whatever. It's not really a failsafe either. Patch is being deployed. I'm still here. I don't know what you talk about. It's insane. The more things I hear about how Illuvium team handles things, the more impressed I get that it's a crypto game. Yeah, I'm like, I've been a gamer my whole life, right? This is my first crypto game. I know this might turn off some people. I'm not your typical Web3 degen. I've become over the last 3 years in Illuvium, but I found, first I looked into Axie, I was like, fuck, it sounds nice to own things, but I cannot play this shitty game. Then I found Illuvium, I was like, hell yeah, this is everything I ever wanted in a game. It's Pokemon plus TFT plus Halo combined. And then everything I found out more about Illuvium, I just got more excited. The DAO, the whole structure how it's built. I can't just buy Illuvium coins and have a stake in the game. Get revenue distribution. 100% of the revenue made is giving out to Illuvium coin holders. I can maybe make a future in this game. The community is extremely nice, helpful, and so inclusive. Yeah, I love it. I love it. But I'm not coming from a perspective where I want to shill you things, where I'm just, in my heart, I'm a gamer. And if this game wasn't amazing, I wouldn't play it. Right now, I have a hard time paying for every time I want to play. This still bugs me a little bit. Especially because I only want to do stage 3 runs, but it's just not feasible if you're not a whale. But yeah, we have to find a solution for that, where early adopters are not getting hurt if we lower the fuel prices. But yeah, I feel you. I just love this game. I've spent so much time in my life in Hearthstone, World of Warcraft, League of Legends. All the games. Counter-Strike, DayZ, Call of Duty. Name a game, I've played it probably for over 1,000 hours. World of Warcraft, probably 10,000 hours. Same with League of Legends and all the other stuff. And I found my home in Illuvium, and I'm really happy here. Can you announce when you're going for it? Sure. You can also hit that notification bell on Twitter or on YouTube. Then you're gonna get a notification when I go live. And usually I will put it in the title as a clickbait. Easy Wave 40 today. Talking about Wave 40 today. You know, usually if you have notifications on, you will know what's happening once you see the notification that I go live. But if you want to stay also up to date with me, news and updates and stuff like this, I post on Twitter. So yeah, you can follow me on Twitter. I updated all my Twitter, all my Twitch description below, by the way. So yeah. By the way, let me do something selfish before we keep fighting for the Illuvium DAO here. Real quick. Anybody, if you guys want to support me, there is one thing I would really appreciate you if you do. You go into Illuvium account settings. There is a field right here called Referral Code. And if you put pass in here, that would support the channel, help me do content for you guys. This is my dream. I was able to do Illuvium full-time over the last 6 months. Before that, I was working on the side, but now I went full-time. And now it's the transition period where I need you guys' help to put my name in here. And it doesn't take anything away from me. It just helps. Doesn't take anything away from you. It just helps me out. It gives me a split. And yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you. All right, back on topic. I gotta do this, right? This is my job, right? And this is my income. And I think it's great what Illuvium did with the Alliance program. You just have to put your favorite creator in there, and you're gonna support them passively. Or yeah, you don't have to do anything. You have to renew it once a month. That's the only thing. So it doesn't stay forever. You have to renew it. So I will keep shouting it out. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. This is really a dream come true. And yeah, I can never thank you enough for this. That's what she said. Too bad I'm not live with the messages that I read, but soon we will be. We always fight through it. Chill out with the messages. Just let me catch up. No, keep them coming. Keep them coming. Jesse James, read the announcement on Discord. Exactly, that's what she said. Every season, all progress will be wiped. No, I think the milestones will stay the same. I have to still get confirmation on that. Let me quickly discuss this. I'm asking right now. I'm gonna get confirmation of that in a second. So there won't be Illuvials in the old world? I can't see that happening. No, the plan is once the bonding curve hits and the Illuvials, they're not appearing less and less. It's get less and less hard to capture them. At one point, I don't know, a dash will be 10% with a tier 4 shard. And at one point, it's gonna be impossible to catch them, at which point the next set of Illuvial comes in. So there's never gonna be a time where there's no Illuvials in the old world. Hello from Brazil. Thanks for sharing. You're very welcome. Hello, Fabiano. Buenas. It's really easy. You just get 3 Doggos, 3 fighters, Earth, Nature, and you can clear stage 1 fights. Yeah, if you want to have my TLDR, how to build a good team, you need bulwarks, usually. But more important than bulwarks, which are your tanks, you need fighters or rogues. Fighters and rogues are your most consistent damage dealers. Scions, empaths, those are a little bit niche. So you need fighters or rogues. You want to get like at least 3 of them or 2 rogues to activate the threshold, or 5 fighters or 4 rogues. And then usually once you have the damage established, you want to get 3 bulwarks as your tanks. They take the damage, your fighters and rogues do the damage. And after that, you want to check to fill out as many affinities as possible. Earth, fire, nature, they're all pretty good. And the most important thing that will help you also clear stage 2, stage 3 encounters is if you bring affinities that counter the affinities of that stage. For example, Abyssal Basin right now is a water region. Water gets countered by air and nature. So if you bring a full team of nature Illuvials, you're gonna have a very easy time in Abyssal Basin. Let me clip that. Also have to move quickly all my videos out of my folder. I have like 2 terabytes on my computer and I'm running out of storage from all the stream savings. Sheesh. By the way, to all the OG Illuvi Nation heads, if you ever feel like you want to be a moderator, hit me up. I think soon, if we keep growing like this, we're gonna need some moderators. If things escalate, I would like to have somebody here who can ban people, basically. But thank you everybody for keeping it very respectful, very nice to each other. I really appreciate how everybody is treating each other, is treating me. And yeah, I mean, you would get banned and kicked anyway otherwise, but I never had to do that. I had to do it like with 2-3 people in the beginning. For those who have been here a long time know who they are. They start with X. And yeah, other than that, I think we have the greatest community on the planet. First time I hear that about limits for Illuvials. Thank you. Yeah, I think I'll collect the most important things that we talked about today in this stream and put a video out tomorrow about it, because this needs to get to more people. But the other thing doesn't fusing, making it worse. I'm not sure if that counts into the bonding curve, or if the bonding curve probably is just balanced around tier stage 1 Illuvials. So it doesn't matter how many Ramfires there are, but once there is 10,000 Ramfies gone, it's finished, right? Something like that. It doesn't really matter. Like, I don't care too much about the details. I know it's gonna get less easy to capture them, and they're gonna be gone at one point. Will a tier 1 always be better than a tier 0? It depends. It depends how you want to use them. They're generally stronger because they also cost more mastery points, right? But in some situations, a tier 0 will be more important. For example, if you build a team, you often need tier 0 Illuvials because they're cheap to fill out your synergies early on. So if I play Ascended Arena, I'm always bringing Dokas and Grokos and Volantes, because suddenly I need just one more fire and one more rogue. So I slap in a 25 cost fire volante and boom, I have it. And because you have limited amount of mastery points every round. So many times tier 0s are way better in the competitive play because they are so cheap and still give you the affinity and the class that you need. But just in raw power, in a one-on-one, usually higher tiers will win. How do we know if level 40 is doable or not without watching the leaderboard, just in case we have a different lineup for survival next month? One indicator is if you have a lot of composite synergies. Composite synergies are the ones above the basic ones. Those are the composite ones. For example, yesterday we had 2 Mystics. We had 3 Toxic with our Ranger. What else did we had? We had 3 Colossus. We had 3 Colossus, 2 Mystic, Toxic. And if you have a lot of those composite, those advanced synergies, then you usually have a good team. It's all about connecting those dots. Or if you have 7 fighter, 6 rogue, 7 fire, 6 rogue, stuff like this, you know. If you have a lot of same classes, affinities, and composite classes and affinities, you're gonna have usually a good deck. Also, the range of weapon and armor are a good indicator. Yesterday we had a 100 cost weapon and a 100 cost armor, which was our carry throughout the whole thing, right? Unreal how to influence luck as a challenger. Well, at one point it seemed like in poker, right? It's not about the luck anymore. Like, everybody has the same luck on a big sample size, and you're just trying to improve what you can improve. Whatever you have, whatever the skill expression is, if you get to those 51% of winning, stuff like this. Like, at one point the luck doesn't matter anymore. If you have enough games played, it's just about making the most out of the lucky things you get, and also making the most out of the unlucky ones. Like, when you get unlucky, the challenger players still get top 4, and if they get lucky, they always get rank 1. That's what it's all about, I guess. Well, Free Fox, hey, how we doing? How can I join the airdrop? You register with my create the link, then you download the game and start playing. There is a free-to-play experience for all the game modes in Illuvium. Some game modes are fully free-to-play, and almost all of them have airdrop points associated with them. You go onto your profile, and there in the missions tab, you're gonna see all the different airdrop points. So here in the profile, you don't put Viper. Here you put Pass. Just a little reminder, everybody. Feel free to put me as a referral code. I would appreciate it. Then you go to your missions tab right here, and once you go to the missions, you see all the things that you can earn airdrop points for. I also have a video on YouTube on. It was like my second last video 2 days ago, where it's called How to Earn in Illuvium, where I explain all the ways how you can earn in Illuvium. But yeah, here you can check out the airdrop points. I'm reading Discord and I see people don't understand why they don't make money playing tier 0. You can, but it's not going to give you 20 bucks each run. You can make 30 cents a run if someone buys your stuff. Yeah, this is something I have talked about a lot, but I want to repeat it again. You are essentially competing against the poorest country in the world. I don't want to call any country out, but you just pick a country in your head. And again, I hope it doesn't sound at any bad, because I have wonderful friends from those countries. There's wonderful people in those countries. They're really nothing against them, but they're just poorer income countries. So somebody there is happy to work for $5 an hour. And those are the people you compete against. And personally, I would never work for 5 hours. I'm very lucky, I'm very blessed to be growing up in the Western world. But that's why if I do a stage 3 run and somebody in a poorer country does a stage 3 run, he's going to be able to sell his stuff for maybe 5 cents profit, because that's enough for him. For me, that's not enough. And so in the end, it will most likely always be cheaper if I just buy this stuff and pay for their time getting this stuff instead of getting it myself, because my time is more valuable than other people value their time. I hope I said that right. I hope you all know what I mean. That's just how it is, right? It said access denied. I'm not authorized to play Illuvium. I hope it's updating. Yeah, it's updating for... I said it's down for 2 hours. Let's see how long it's actually gonna be. That's interesting. Plus the concept of capping Illuviums means old ones could become the meta in future and not obtainable in game. Yes, they're not obtainable in game. Doesn't mean they have to be meta, but they're still gonna be balanced, right? They're still trying... Like, if the new Illuviums come out, you might have to balance old ones to get in line. The idea is that you can play everything and everything is gonna be valuable. But yeah, we'll see about that. Where are you watching, chat? Right here on the screen. What percentage fee do you get per transaction, or how does it work? When I spend $100 on fuel, how much goes to you? If you spend $100 on fuel, you get $100 on fuel, right? If you put me in as a referral link, I'm taking 0 away from you. But to Illuvium, to the DAO, out of these $100, I think right now 5% go to me, and the more revenue I make with this referral code, the more this goes up, and it's capped out at 17.5%. But this is Illuvium's marketing strategy to give influencers incentive to make content. This is how I make money in Illuvium. This is how my job pays me. Because YouTube and Twitch pay me $20 a month, and I cannot live off that. So yeah, I'm doing Illuvium full time. I'm taking nothing away from you. All I'm taking is your spot in your referral code. Instead of putting, no matter who you put in there, it doesn't have to be me, but you should always have one influencer that helps you, that you like, should be in this referral code, because otherwise it goes to Illuvium, which is also fine. But yeah, help the content creators, because it's not the hardest job in the world, but it's still a job, right? I'm still sitting here 10 hours a day, but I love it. This is my dream come true, but you know what I mean, right? So yeah, it starts with a few percent and it goes up till 17.5%, which is great, which is huge. When wave 40 tutorials? Soon. I could talk about yesterday. I could make a video about yesterday's tutorial, but I think I'll wait for a new wave 40 and then make a video on it. Appreciate the content and sharing your knowledge. Just added referral code. Thank you. Thank you, Captain Howard. I love it. I used to be a snowboard teacher for the last 10 years of my life. I love that job. I just love teaching people my passion. I love telling people everything I know about something that I'm passionate about. And I'm really passionate about gaming. And I'm really passionate about Illuvium. I have been here for years now. And yeah, I think I'm very qualified to teach everybody. And I think I'm doing all right. Could be worse. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much. Commission is relative to the amount spent by users using code. Exactly. What's your idea regarding Leviathan? I think they need to offer exclusive rewards for that mode and make it so that you can only play with the Illuvials you captured. This would give more value to Illuvium and create competition for the free-to-play players. Leviathan meaning the Ascended Arena version where stats matter, right? The best stat, the Illuvial. By the way, I checked the other day all my Illuvials. I don't have a single best stat. My best one, I think, is my Holo Ace. which we made into an holo Artes, which has pretty good stats, I think. Wait, there it is. Look at that. Just the attack damage is low, but everything is pretty much up there. So I'm on the way to perfect. So Leviathan is the Ascendant Arena where the stats matter. I like it. The only problem I see right now, Leviathan is supposed to be for the whales, right? If you want to get a competitive advantage by paying more for perfect stats Illuvials, you can do it in there. In the Ascendant Arena, every Artes is always gonna be as strong as the other Artes. It's a completely competitive environment. Problem right now I see is Leviathan was supposed to be the whales playground, but right now Ascendant Arena is still the whales playground, which makes sense. Because I ranted about this just 20 minutes ago, but I just realized it makes so much sense because we're 1 week. We're not even 1 week in. We're now 6 days. 5 days and 5 days and 20 hours are we into Illuvium since the game has come out. Nobody should have all the Illuvials yet. Nobody should be having perfect Ascendant decks. And I think that's the beauty of it. So yeah. What do I think about Leviathan? There will be exclusive rewards. As I said, Illuvium, half of it at least is all about PvP, esports, tournaments, leaderboards, and so on. And I think, I'm not sure, but I think we're gonna get back leaderboard rewards if you're in the top 10. Yeah, if you're in the top 100 of Ascendant Arena, you get monthly, weekly rewards. If you're in the top 100 of Leviathan Arena, you get rewards. That's my assumption. We have no confirmation on that yet, but I am 100% convinced that if you're a good player, a good PvP arena auto battler player in Illuvium, you're gonna be able to earn good money through esports. We're gonna have big tournaments, huge tournaments, and yeah, like this is gonna be crazy. But now we have to, it's not the time yet. This is gonna come soon. But there's definitely gonna be big incentives for Leviathan Arena. I'm very sure about that. Also what she said. I would love to know the moments you say that. The catch rate percentage goes down, is what he means. Yeah. And in this case, supply of the tier 0 Illuvials should be depleted quicker than other tiers. I think tier 0 Illuvials are gonna stay the same. I don't think we're gonna make tier 0 Illuvials new ones again and again. I think tier 0 stays the same for all the sets. They have put a lot of work, a lot of love into those tier 0 Illuvials. I think now they're gonna work more on the paid Illuvials. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure on that, but pretty sure. At least that's the case with Beyond, right? I think it's the case for all of Illuvium. Not gonna lie, the plate in the back is nuts. Mod check. What are we talking about? Where's the plate? Don't you be tripping me out. Talking about the disc plate? Or about the about my British Columbia number plate 666? I'm pretty stoked about my stream room at the moment. Can you show it again? Thinking about getting one too? Show what again? Sorry, we're almost up to date here. Can't believe he had to ban XQC. Yeah, fuck that, man. That guy needs to learn some English before he can come back in my chat. Actually, he was the one and only time I donated to a streamer where I put my link of my video that I made about Ludwig in it, and he looked at it. He was like, "Oh, what's this? Oh, just a 100 viewer or 100 subscriber Andy." It's like, fuck you, dude. I will show you. Give me a few years, I come back to you. We'll see who's the Andy. Can you talk about stats and fusing? Sure. If you fuse 3 Illuvials, it's gonna always take 1 random stats out of the 3 Illuvials. So if I fuse this Riptor with decent stats and this Riptor with really good stats, with this Holo Riptor with shitty stats, there's a 1 out of 3 chance that it takes the Holo's Riptor stats every time for every stat. So first it takes 1 of the 3 ones for health, then it takes 1 of the 3 ones for damage, and so on. So if you want to have a perfect stat Illuvial, you need 3 perfect stats Illuvials to craft. It's the same with Holo. If I craft these 3 together with 1 Holo, I have a 33% chance of getting a Holo in the end. Come and read the questions on Twitch. We have both chats in here. I'm reading everything. Blood is not reading the chat here. Blood, I'm here, dude. What do you mean? I've been reading nothing else for the last 140 minutes. Wow. Why is the stream lagging? Shit, you guys are... What's up with the lags? How long has it been lagging? Is it lagging? Why is it lagging? I have fiber. I have the most stable internet in the world. What do you mean? Alright, maybe I get a glass of water and take a breath of fresh air. I think I've never talked so much in my whole life. I like to yap, but yeah, I'm not used to... maybe soon I have to skip on messages and cannot read everything anymore. So far in my streaming career, I was able... By the way, why do we have ripped up here? Why don't we have the world's first Ramfire right here? Come on, guys, give it up. Give it up for the Ramfire with good attack speed and attack damage stats. The worst Omega power stats, which kind of sucks. But this is my whole prized possession. World first. And I cannot play in the Ascended Arena because I don't have a Ramfy and a Ramfight. Why are we lagging? What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Shit. Oh, it's not really a leak. You can see those proposals. It's not a big deal. I was gonna watch this video. What's up with the lags? I don't know why it's lagging. God damn. Fuck! Seems like we're still lagging. Why are we lagging? Come on, dude. Feels like years ago. We haven't been lagging for so long. Don't start now.
Some
3
flash
seconds. Doesn't make sense. Does not make sense. Still lagging. The fuck, man. Am I getting DDoSed here? Like everything else is fine.